Welcome back, welcome back. Excuse me. Ew. So OKC used to be messages from the 90s. We still here, but we doing things a little differently. Cause this ain't just about zodiac reads. I'm here to bring y'all everything and anything that God leads me to bring y'all. So whether that is poetry, sharing my music, reads, little fireside chats, some other stuff that I ain't about to tell y'all because then somebody gonna take it and run with it. Positive change, ascending, evolution, freedom, transforming. So anyways, this is a shadow work read for whatever side comes out. We're going to spin the wheel. We are using 3 decks shadow work. Not this, messages from the 90s. Might use it. Metaphysical cannabis. That's not shuffling pretty good for me today. I wonder who reading this is. Something just cannot be forced, be put back in. Let's see, we got Virgo, Taurus, Libra, Aquarius, Sagittarius, and Aries left. So we said shadow work, we said metaphysical. And I end up taking all these other decks because I was called to for some of the other reads. So let's move those back over. And where is my box for? My box for Supernatural. Now, whoever this is, it better not be long like Pisces was. Or we gonna have some problems. Alright. In the last deck, Hip Hop Queens Oracle. This is a 2-for-1. So whoever I spin and land on, we're also going to be doing a second read, second video for what goes around comes around. Okay, so all the decks are doing marvelous except little itty bitty metaphysical. Alright, let's get it cracking because I gotta make some moves. 408 617. Okay, Libra. So we got shadow work for Libra. How we're doing this, we're pulling 3 cards a piece. Past, present, future. Future energy does not mean next year, 5 years, 10 years from now. It could, but it literally could mean a second from now. It could be the energy that you're already maneuvering in. That's crazy. And that's literally the card that came out when I was shuffling the deck. So Libra, 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 whatever I said in the beginning, this is for you. We got two shadow works coming out for present energy. This came out earlier when I was shuffling positive change. This showed up face up. I forgot to tell you, I do not want to see the cards when I shuffle and pull them out. But if they come up, I will show you. But my goal is to have them all face down and show you after they're all done. So positive change, transform pain into strength and empower yourself. Ascend, evolution, and free. Beautiful. So shadow work for Libra. Libra. Just offhand is just telling me you may have been through some things that you had to grow through. That you had to look at the brighter side. Maybe you were just always able, Libra balance, you're always able to look at, the cup half full versus half empty. Or you're able to look at both sides and seeing that, yeah, this is bad, but this part is good. All right, give me a card for Libra. One card for Libra for past shadow work energy. One card for Libra. And then we got a hip hop queens. And gotta erase anybody out of my mind energy that this is not for. Make sure this message gets to who it's for. All right, we got all past energy. Let's do present for Libra. What's the present energy for Libra? So we got two cards face up. I can't remember if I've seen that. I feel like I've seen the top part of this picture before. But these actually both came out face up, which means feels like to me is head on. Something is being faced head on. It says shadow dance. When you move shadows, you discover your rhythm. Fluidity, movement, open. Inner. It kind of goes with this in evolution free. All your cards for present are coming face up. I shuffled the deck, card flew out face up. Inner balance, when you resist persists. What you resist persists. What you accept transforms. Wholeness, duality. Duality, Libra, balance, inner balance. Interesting. So this is, have I ever seen this card? I don't think I've seen this card. This is so pretty. Got the peacock feathers, or cannabis wreath. She got her skirt on. It says Yamaya Resurrection. This is so pretty. All right, hip hop queens. So all your cards are coming out face up and multiples. So we got two cards. This Pisces had this yesterday. This is my first time pulling this card. No, not yesterday, today. Us girls, guidance, sister soldier, power. That's interesting. These cards fell out. I don't know. Let me pull the rest of the cards. Libra. I think yours might be more confusing than all of them so far. Future energy for Libra. Future energy for Libra. Right into the lap. Something is falling right into your lap. Pay attention at the bottom of the deck. Something is falling right into the lap. Okay, I did all of that just for card to fall out into my lap again. Face down. And last card, Hip Hop Queens for Libra. Future energy. Once again in the lap. And that was my bad. I tried to catch it, but it slid out. I'm not going to take it down that it slid out. It says self-esteem, let's chat. We'll put it back in the deck. Why did I look at it? Let me not do that. I'm going to put it back. Libra, future energy. Shadow work for Libra. What's this future energy for Libra? Once again, we got two cards, but they're face down. All right. Libra. We got a lot of cards on this board, and a lot of them are face up. So we know we said positive change came out face up. That came out at the very beginning. So then we have all of these are your spread for past energy. So I'm going to sit them down how they came out. So we got positive change, transform pain into strength and empower yourself, ascend, evolution, free, heal through art, express your shadows in art and let healing unfold, creativity, expression. Okay. Incarita, solitude. I've seen that card before. I think Scorpio had that. Eve, change. Okay, Libra. I don't know why I'm thinking this, but like not a bad life, but like you may have rough childhood. I'm just hearing rough childhood. Like you should have been sheltered from things, but you were left to shelter yourself, possibly. Maybe they did try to shelter you, mother, father, grandmother, uncle, aunt, grandfather. But I feel like you looked at the things that was surrounding you and you didn't want to be in that place. You didn't want to suffer the same things so you turn to art. You turn to creativity in some type of way. Whether writing, drawing, I'm hearing comics or something like that. Music, poetry, instruments. I'm seeing like a lot of air. The first thing I thought of was a trumpet. I don't know why, but it feels like you retreated. You took a step back. Even if maybe secretly you were, not doing the best of things, I feel like you tried to walk towards the light. You tried. And both of these things is like air. We know that Libra is air. Maybe you tried to go with the flow. You tried, maybe you even tried to fit in at some point, but you didn't. Eve, change. Let's. We need books. that one, but same book. Solitude, Anchorita. 38, 11, 1552. Anchorita. Salt cleanses Anchorita's energy as they pass from community to isolation. A plant beside the door aids naturally in their purification for reflection. Anchorita requires solitude. When this card appears, it's time for you to take some time to be alone in order to unlock something in your subconscious mind. It is time to awaken the inner world with the outer world by dream walking, astral traveling, and meditating. The lesson this card brings is that although we may be a community of the same, we must each walk our own path alone. This is the card for taking a risk and doing what you truly want to do. There is no way to tell for sure what lies ahead because the salt lamp only lights so much of the way. But when held close, it illuminates your inner heart space fully. If Anchorita has shown up in your cards today, it is time to recharge in no one's company but your own. No one else can join you in your inner work, but you can always be on the lookout for a guide, spiritual teacher, or oracle. A journey of self discovery is upon you, backed by your ancestors' vibrations and your higher self. Ask yourself, am I afraid of the silence in my head? Do I find excuses to not meditate as a way to avoid my solitude? Change. Eve. I don't think I pulled Eve before. Change, transformation, new beginnings, travel, movement, reinvention. Whether you are constantly in a state of flux or have total aversion to the mere thought of change, Eve's card suggests it's time for something new. It may be time to reprogram and blow your own mind a bit. Move forward with confidence in whatever endeavor you're seeking out, taking a huge risk or deciding to commit to something major. Eve is here to tell you now is the moment for making those leaps and bounds. Take a deep breath and jump. Shake your tambourine while you're at it. I feel like I do remember reading that before. So yeah, whatever I said in the very beginning, it's given. Um, Now the thing is, in what way did you move? Let's look at your current energy. We got shadow dance, inner balance, and what you resist persists, what you accept transforms, wholeness, duality, fluidity, movement, open. I forgot these the cards that actually say fluidity and movement. We said we had all these cards face up, right? So this is all the cards that fell out for your present energy, Libra. So let's look at them. Offhand, I feel like you took a moment to step back, to reflect, to be within that Anchorita and Eve energy, solitude and change, rebalancing. Present energy, you could be doing that right now, getting that inner balance, working out maybe your, yin and yang. And then we have this Yamaya resurrection energy, which gives me that you may be recreating yourself in whatever way that means to you. Becoming, maybe you did follow the crowd, right? Sometimes we can get lost in the sauce and forget who we truly are because sometimes we don't know who we are, right? That's especially if you're one of us. That's a plight we have because of history, society. So we tend to follow the crowds. We tend to follow our big brothers, big sisters, our uncles, our aunties, our moms, our dads, our grandmas, grandfathers, the neighborhoods, leaders, the coaches. whoever we're looking up to at the time, the celebrities. And sometimes we make decisions based on other people and not who we truly are because we don't really grasp the full concept of who we are and who we can be. Because a lot of the time the world tells us we can't be anything other than who they tell us we could be. I feel like this is a rebranding, a re-establishment of who you are. Um, Freeing yourself from the constraints of maybe who you thought you had to be, freeing yourself from the constraints of who maybe your family told you should be, society wanted you to be. Um, Maybe trusting in yourself, maybe trusting in the few people that you can rely on. Um, Understanding that there will always be that good little good angel on one shoulder and the little devil on the other, always talking, always in your ear, and it's up to you about who you're going to listen to. And knowing that you don't have to listen to either, to be honest. You can go straight to the source, which is God, and get that guidance. Then we got Sister Soldier Power. Okay. So we got in Yamaya, page 90. Yamaya is the river Orisha of the Yoruba people of southwestern Nigeria. A queenly mermaid whose tail is covered by 7 layered skirt to symbolize the 7 seas. Corals, crystals, tiny bells, and pearls adorn her outfit. In her hair, a small cannabis wreath, as we saw in a agbe, sits in her hand. This oracle sacred number in the This oracle's sacred number is the number 7, and her sacred animal is the peacock. Blue and white swirl around this card, creating a calming and contouring energy around you. Yamaya is known as the mother of all living things. She aims to bring comfort and cleansing to all who encounter her. On her chest is a cannabis leaf because she helps mortals with learning to love themselves and healing for the emotional body. The peacock represents the feet in all of, and of all birds, symbolizes the traditional depiction of the phoenix, the legendary bird of resurrection that rises out of its own ashes. When beside Jimla in a reading, Jemaya's powers are amplified, which it is not. When this card appears, it is time to take a walk by the river and remind yourself that you too can rebuild yourself when the time comes to rise. I'm just saying. All right. Then we got Us Girls and Sister Soldier. Us Girls Guidance, Foundation, Grounding, Connection to Earth, Archetype Advice. With an Us Girls card, you can definitely boogie too, but seek some guidance before you make your move. Talk to your mother, grandmother, a maternal figure in your life, or Mother Nature and Mother Earth. These divine feminine sources can inspire your outlook and help you reach the heart of the matter. So take a step back and consult with your trusted circle. And then Sister Soldier. Power. Impact, persuasiveness, force, engagement, activism, and community service. I don't think I've ever seen this card either. If you're feeling a gravitational pull to change the world, there's a reason for it. It doesn't have to be on a grand scale like Sister Soldier. You can slowly move upward until one day you make a massive impact. You'll never know until you try, but pulling this card is a sign that it's time for some action. Link with some community groups or form your own. The best part of being an agent for change is that there's no wrong way to do it as long as you think like a soldier and keep your boots on the ground. Interesting. So maybe this is like, okay, you know how people go to jail and then they get out and then they might have, went to jail for stealing something, or stealing cars or something, and then they get out and become a mechanic, or they go to jail for um, drugs or something, and then they get out and start selling other stuff, create a t-shirt business or something where they sell things or run numbers. Um, it's like literally turning the good from the bad. Um, this just popped in my head. So if once you was a cheater, maybe you are now a one man woman, or vice versa, one woman man. This could be what you're trying to do, and you're trying to reach that inner balance. You're trying to resurrect yourself. You're trying to prove that you're not who you used to be. Um, you're being called to seek guidance, or you may be seeking guidance in order to for other people to see you, or maybe even for yourself to see yourself and prove to yourself that yeah, you've changed, yeah, you're better, yeah, you're different than who you used to be in the past. Future energy is in front of you. Let's look at the energy. Well, maybe I should have did it that way. So first card, shadow card, stubborn. It can denote perseverance, but it may hinder progress, flexibility, resolve, growth. So here we have another like fluidity type of card, flexibility, another growth, a movement. They actually are running. We got the rainbow, we got forest and city. It can denote perseverance, but it also may hinder progress, stubbornness. So then we have this creation partnered sex magic. I don't know how I feel about that. Um, Salt and pepper sexuality, Remy my courage. What the is going on? Oh, oh no. Okay, I'm hearing. I'm. There's too much going on right now that just. Wee. Okay. Phew. Oh my goodness. Okay, so somebody is battling sexuality. Somebody has been battling sexuality. An internal struggle. Male, male, female, female. Somebody is battling their sexuality in that aspect and not being honest, or not being afraid to be honest about their sexuality. Be honest. You better be honest. I don't advise you to be living in a lie. It's so okay to be honest, whether people accept you or not. Be honest. Like, and if I can be real, that ain't my stilo, right? But I accept people for who they are. Half of my family wants to do their thing, and that's cool. Now I respect it in ways. Maybe I don't respect it all the way per them, possibly. I mean, I could see that because I'm me. So somebody in my family wants to be called a different name. I do respect it, but to me, you're always going to be this person. Now, you could be that person, but I know you as this person. While I respect your name in public, and if somebody else comes up and say, hey, this is, I will say, hey, this is this. Exactly what you want to be called. But when it comes to me, I appreciate and I love you just as you were created. Now, that it's disrespectful, probably, highly, possibly, to them and their wants and their desires and what they feel like they deserve. But I also want to honor all the parts of you. So while I do accept you and I love you if you like girls and you're a girl, I love you if you like men and you're a man. I love you if you want to be a girl and you're a man, if you want to be a man and you're a girl. I don't understand it. It's not my thing to understand. I may not like it. You can't force me to like it. That's just my opinion. You don't have to like anything I do. But what I will do is respect your choice. I'll respect you if you have surgery. Not even talking about sex change or anything like that. If you want to do something to your body, if you want to wear I've worn weave, I wore makeup, I've done different things. I mean, that's probably the limit to anything major besides necessary surgeries. But nonetheless, I respect your decision because that is your decision. It's not for me to say I can't judge what you do. I can only give you my opinion. At the end of the day, that's my opinion. Who says it's law? Nobody. Only God, the Most High, Mother, Father, Son, can make that distinction, right? But what I will say, for the sake of you and in the respect of other people, be honest about your sexuality if you are not being honest now. If you truly feel like this, free yourself by being honest. If you don't feel like this, cool. But be honest if you do. The other part of that, sex addiction, porn, cheating, this energy of cheating or hiding something, running towards a fulfillment, a dream, a fantasy even. Trying to be satiated and find that inner balance. Wow. And I don't know if any of these cards directly mean this. This is what I'm picking up. Maybe you're out here playing a game and I don't know. And then also sex magic, literally. Doing something or you're going to be connecting with someone sexually that's going to bring that's going to turn your world upside down. Or theirs. Or maybe somebody is trying to do this to, no, this is your energy. I think you're not being honest. You're not finding that inner balance. Maybe listening to the wrong things. That's interesting. Let's look at creation partner. Y'all petty for this. Y'all should know what page is on. 69, 35, 648, 69. They are hilarious. This is in the physical suite. I don't know what that means. We can look it up in a second. Creation partnered sex magic. I integrate and accept change and I align with the cycles of life. This card emerges when you need to collaborate. Each person has one hand hidden so as to not show all of their cards. It's as if they have talents they do not know of because they only emerge when working together. Mm. Partnered energy is powerful, whether it is love, friendship, or business. When you combine your intention with someone else's intention, the two are aligned. Working in tune with your intention, the results are magnified. Just because you've known someone forever doesn't mean you can't give new people a chance. Be open and honest with yourself about how you feel about collaboration. More often than not, if you have a problem with partnership, it is a reflection of your inner struggle. Return to creation energy 1, solo magic. If this card continues to appear, crystal pairing fluorides. Interesting. Sexuality, salt and pepper sexuality. Sexiness, intimacy, romance, sensuality, expression. So let's talk about sex. Are you feeling fulfilled? Are you craving emotional intimacy more than physical touch? Both desires could be present. The key is to delve into those desires and season them up with some salt and pepper. Nobody enjoys blandness, so spice up your life. This newly awoken sexual energy will course through your everyday life with the current you'll feel in every part of your body. Over time, these sensations will be easier to tap into on command. It'll make you want to shoot for sure. And then we got Remy Ma Courage, and I've never got Remy Ma either. So y'all just been getting a lot of cards that I have not pulled. Remy Ma Courage, conviction, bravery, defense. It's funny they put conviction. Bravery, defense, challenges, resentment. When Remy Ma re-entered the entire hip-hop industry had changed. Instead of falling prey to intimidation, she mustered up the courage to return. Likewise, pulling in Remy Ma card signals you have the bravery to enter a new cycle of your life. Changes are afoot. You may be concerned about them, but don't let the apprehension stifle you. You can be a little conceited. You have a reason. So honor your inner strength, roll with the punches, and hold your head high as you brave whatever storms may come. This went just like, this ended crazy, Libra. I never, is all of this in turn about sex, really? Or is this more so passions, creativity, rebuilding, recreating, renewal? Unfortunately, it could be both. It just depends on who's in what's and who is seeking what's. Let's do Libra, 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 Libra. Let's do Libra, Libra, Libra. Shadow work for Libra. Shadow work for Libra. A different world, 8 of Pentacles. Dus nodum te confessit. God has not yet finished you. It's a different world. Ooh, and where you come from. Yes, it is now. It's a chance to make it if we just focus on our goals. We can decide, we can take it, yeah. Just remember that you've been told. It's a different world. It's a different world. It's a different world. Ooh. And where you come from. Yes, it is now. And where you come from. I love a different world. And this don't tell me this liar again. No. Page of Pentacles, King and Kel. Is it true? Is it true? It is. So movement, growth, building collaborations. God is still moving and working in your life. The rainbow is still on the horizon. You're still running towards the rainbow. Here you go, that strength card. That stubborn card that we pulled out from Shadow Work Strength. It fell in my lap in reverse. Come join me, my garden needs tendon, poison ivy. So are you doubting yourself? Maybe it's how to being strong. Maybe it's how to something, holding the weight, holding up a family, friends, being the smartest one around, having all the answers, or being the one to try to figure something out. I try to be more sensitive to the fact that you're dumber than me to the one smart guy. Interesting. So, I constantly working towards something. Um, and once again, this just could be being a better you and getting over. Maybe you have like sex to the box fragile, the box. And I was about to say, maybe you have sex addictions or something like that, and you've been Venus report. Yeah, and you've been trying to get a hold of it, and but maybe you haven't been finding a balance. Maybe you will. The escape bathtubs. Maybe you go to the bathtub to escape. Um, the lobster. Yeah, all of these is definitely giving me sexual crazy enough. How the friends get there. The smelly cat. Um, the Venus report and the smelly cat. I am done. And then we got the leather pants. So, I don't know. Maybe you're not. Um, maybe you're just not getting what you feel like you need. Daydreaming, definitely. Grief, definitely. That's crazy. How did this turn into sexual? Follow the spark. So it says follow the spark. Seek guidance. The grind. So maybe somebody at work got the bathtub again with rest. Sneaky, sneaky. Sounds like a sneaky link. All is fair. Sounds like, I don't know. If you're divorced, getting a divorce. Like, that's crazy. Shadow work right there. This is a shadow read. So somebody is battling some, soulmate, indulge, sexy time. Sleepless, manifesting. We had that with creation. Partnered, sex magic, build home, flow. It girl, all eyes on you. Congrats on the feature, babe. Somebody's in a wheelchair with flowers. Sounds like somebody's getting a divorce. I don't know. That's interesting. Sounds like somebody is doing something and trying to get a hold of it, but can't. And they gonna get caught. Libra. This is your shadow work read, so it's gonna come out. It's gonna come out. I know so many Libras. I'm kind of interested to see. Ain't gonna lie. Ain't gonna lie. That would be interesting. self-sabotaging, defensive. Here you go, positive change again. Facing inner demons again. Having no boundaries. Unseen patterns. Shadow dance again. Shame and guilt. Mental contacts. Look, cards I ain't never seen. Cards that I seen. Cards that literally just came out. Let me go ahead and shuffle this up for the next person. That's crazy, Libra. I don't know what to tell y'all. You want to play a game? Hey, I'm just saying, be careful of the games you play. Especially don't play them with yourself. Now, that's crazy. 7, 46, 22. All right, Libra, you and Pisces on some shit, ain't it? Explore feelings, have some self-compassion. You might need to, especially if you out here about to fuck up or fucking up. That shit started good. It was change. It was, and then all of a sudden it just switched. So we'll see. Maybe you're gonna meet somebody and it's gonna be the one for you. Y'all gonna be manifesting the best, the good life. I hope it ain't no shenanigans on your part, Libra, and I hope that it's just growth. And yeah, meeting somebody. But the way this came out, it's like a struggle. You're struggling. Dominance, Rihanna. You definitely struggling. Uh-oh. Well, I mean, it says seek guidance. So if you're struggling with your sexuality, if you're struggling with sexual stuff, period, definitely seek help. Especially if it borderlines into some shit that ain't supposed to borderline into, right? Because hurt people, so don't be a hurt person hurting somebody. Definitely connect with somebody, talk to somebody that you can trust, who's understanding. That's all I can say. I don't know. Just don't be out here hurting people purposely or non-purposely, because y'all love to say I ain't doing it on purpose, but y'all be knowing exactly what y'all be doing and when y'all gonna do it. So just be honest about it. Trust me. Just be honest. Put your pride to the side, and if you truly love the people that you about to hurt or are hurting, just be real with them. 48, 28. I'm done. That's it. That's all. That is.